Yo, check, mic checker, KOTP TV signing in. That's Des at King of the Pit TV. My FPS, people, I might be moving around a little bit slow. I don't know how noticeable it is. I've had to reduce my FPS rate purely as I didn't know how to stop the flickering these lights were causing on the webcam. But with a little Google, I think it might be down to the fact my FPS was too high. So I've just narrowed that down a little bit just to ensure that you see my beautiful face a little more evidently. As you can see, today we're listening to Nirvana. My background within Nirvana isn't extensive. Well, to be honest with you, man, I downloaded the whole discography back in the day, but I never really delved into it, to be honest. There was a lot of material in there, a lot of B-sides and a lot of demos and so on and so forth. So they definitely had a lot of recordings out there aside the full-length records. I know that much. I never really paid attention to Bleach. In all honesty, when I pressed play on Bleach, I think it was a bit too noisy for me, you know what I mean, in all fairness, back in the day. So it's going to be nice to have a look back into this and see what I'm feeling. I don't know these songs, even the songs I did listen to, you know what I mean, this is more than a decade ago now. This is above and beyond a decade ago, so it's going to be quite the experience. I have avoided listening to Nirvana on this channel for a minute because I just have a gut feeling that the powers that be are going to make it very troublesome for this to reach the public, given, you know, how grand the scale the Nirvana recordings are. You know, I'm sure they're still making a ton of money off of Nirvana up until this day. But regardless, let's get into it. Of course, as always, you can access all of my full album reactions and commentaries. The link is down in the description, alright? You don't want to be waiting for time for me to just upload 2 songs of the record and then you have to wait, alright? So check that out. And without further ado, this one goes out to all the Nirvana fans out there. This first one's entitled Blue. This louder in the brackets is on a couple of songs on this playlist, so I don't know why they've had to raise the volume. Maybe you could tell me that. And let's get straight into it. This one's Blue. Let's go. One of the most famous bands of all time, eh? When was this put out? 92, 93? What's going on? It doesn't tell us. When was this put out, people? I think In Utero was put out in 94, wasn't it? So Fuzzfian says one of the heaviest album openers in Nirvana's whole discography, tied with Dive. Alright. Steve says best album they ever done, and I think this was a hell of a drummer. Oh, right. Yo, Chad? Who's Chad? I thought Grohl was in the band, like, for good. I didn't think they changed members. So, Chris Novak, or whatever his name is he on the bass guitar at this point? Interesting stuff. Hey, the drums are powerful. So far, the drums are powerful. The bass fills the bass gap, I'll tell you that. Nice and chunky. Light distortion on there. So, Young Sinatra says, imagine if they made more songs like this. The song was played in C standard on accident. They usually play in drop D, but tuned it down without realizing it was already in drop D. Makes sense on why it sounds so heavy. Wow, I didn't know Nirvana were experimenting like this. Halen says it's drop C, not C standard. Very cool. I'm learning a lot already. Hey, you know what? I appreciate it when these channels leave the comments open because we've got a lot more room to talk on. Obviously, this is my expression and my reaction and so forth, but it's nice to bounce off of what these people in the comments say, because obviously I can't react, you know, to your comments in real time, because I know you who watch this video, you tend to leave me some great information regardless, but it's nice to have a few little tidbits of conversation in real time on this video. So yeah, cool. And by the way, his like sort of murmuring vocal, I know that's sort of part of the whole grunge thing. Oh, I'm a grunger, man, I'm grungy. Oh. It doesn't, I don't like that too much. I like it when he pipes up a little bit. Come on. They've got a nice full sound, given it's a 3-piece. Like, they really make it work, don't they? Yo, just by this front song, I reckon if I was in this band, I'd like to be on the bass. That bass is just grooving along, boom, 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 boom. But it's nice to hear a bassist with a little bit of grit to it. Very nice. Right, so my comment is that's a powerhouse of an opener, right? That's a powerhouse of an opener. That's not a bad tune to open up on. All right. I was going to say it's not the catchiest song, but I suppose it is in its own way, because that is catchy. That's a catchy riff. And we kind of bounced between the two ideas, don't we? And then we had like an instrumental guitar solo section, which was quite interesting because I never approached Kurt Cobain as a lead guitarist, so it was nice to hear him do a little bit of solo in there. Let's keep it moving. Floyd the Barber next. Dez, King of the Pit TV signing in. We're listening to Bleach from start to finish. There is 13 tunes on this record, including a live song, Love Buzz Live, all right? So, without further ado, let's drop straight in. This one's entitled Floyd the Barber. Death metal. Yo, why Nirvana coming in like Morbid Angel on this one? Why is this tune called Floyd the Barber and the instrumental sounds like bloody, I don't know. Is this still in C? Is this still in drop D? We're listening to the Sub Pop Deluxe edition potentially. Yeah, let's go back on that. I like this section, punk rock. Yo, Cornell Homer says, I feel this album Bleach is very underrated. Nevermind and In Utero are the most mentioned albums of the three. There's more. Insecticide is a record, right? Here, I've got the Nirvana discography on Wikipedia opened up. Shall we have a quick look? So, Bleach, followed by Nevermind, followed by In Utero. What? Live albums. So we've got plenty of live albums, compilation albums, Insecticide, and Nirvana. What's going on? What are these records then? Insecticide. Hold on. It's a compilation album. Features. Then non-album single, B-sides, demos, outtakes, cover version, radio. Wow. Nirvana did a lot to say they had 3 records. I thought they had about 5 or 6 records. And Nirvana is the greatest hits album. Wow. This album contains songs from Nirvana's 3 studio albums and the live album MTV Unplugged in New York. Oh my God. I had no idea. I'm blown away because this band had 3 records out and they became, like, to this day, one of the most well-known bands of all time. Worldwide, Nevermind sold over 30 million copies, and In Utero sold over 15 million copies, which puts Nevermind diamond certified, 5-time platinum for In Utero, and Bleach. This is crazy, dude. I'm learning so much. I'm sorry for going off track here. Hopefully that was still within, the realms of. Nirvana entertainment you were seeking when you came across this video. This is Floyd the Barber, come on. I like that. That might be a first I've heard something like that. In each revolution, you had the full instrumental, the bass and the drums, and we're out. That's nice. I like that a lot. That was so simple but so effective. That was really good. I don't think I've heard that done before. We've got About a Girl coming up next, which I think is like a twinkly little love song, innit? I think I recognise this one. Des, King of the Pit TV signing in. We're getting our mind blown by factoids regarding Nirvana. I'm learning a lot at this moment in time. This one's About a Girl. Come on. I know this one. Yo, let me know in the comments what you think of this. Eric Bishard says, top 10 Nirvana tracks in no order, mix them up. If you're new to Nirvana, start with these and check your pulse to make sure you're alive. It says, Lounge Act, Breed, Drain You, Heart-Shaped Box, On a Plane, Lithium, In Bloom, Blue, About a Girl, and Territorial Piercings. And Jonathan Lund says, this could easily fit on any early Beatles album. That says a lot. That is controversial. Paul Lawless said, I don't know about that, but Kurt loved the Beatles. Meet the Beatles was one of his favourite albums. You can definitely hear some Lennon influence. What do you think? Who's doing backing vocals? I like the modulation into this chord progression. It just elevates. And da, 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 da. Did anybody see Puddle of Mud do that cover? I thought it was unique, to be honest, even though people thought it was a joke. Like. Little tambourine. Great tune, eh? Great tune. That was about a girl. Yeah, great tune. I'm familiar with that one because I liked that one back in the day. I enjoyed that one back in the day. I like that. I like that. Well written song. Sounds good. What more can I say? We've got School coming up next, people. Hold on to your hats, okay? I'm going to blow them off. Desmond, King of the Pit TV signing in. This one's entitled School. We're listening to Bleach from start to finish. This is track 4 of 13. Without further ado, let's go. Patrick Gloss says, I remember when I heard Teen Spirit and told a friend, and he said, here, this is their first album, man. We went from main... What does that mean? What does that mean? I don't even know what it means. Little double kick in there, come on. Yo, I should have just peppered the double kick all the way through the track. That would be sick, come on. Christian Cow React states, anybody else hear the Who/Led Zeppelin influence here? Okay, I'm not too aware on the Who. I've only listened to the one record, but I'm a big Zeppelin fan. And that riff, boom, to a degree, yeah, to a degree. Yo, we've got them added here. Deeply deep. Der boy says, Amsterdam was angry at 12. Now 40. Furious. Gen X people on our peak at mid-90s. Grunge not dead. Grunge can't die. Ours, man. Ours. You one of us, simply. Millenniums are all welcome. Your angry comments, leave it here and shut up. Oh, guys, Magma says, you're going to post this on every song, lol. And Deeply says, I can't if I am not angry. And Raquel says, okay, yes. Deep. Come on. Yo, let me just say, right? So far, Nirvana have had a broad range of sounds, yet still managed to keep the overall theme and vibe of the band consistent. They've shown variety without sort of being random in their music. Yo, for the most part, I can't pick up any of the words he's saying, but I'm just jamming. I think a good thing is, like, because he sort of murmurs and does all of this sort of stuff, you can sort of interpret your own lyrical content in there, which I know isn't necessarily the point, but you know what I mean? When you hear a line, you can sort of associate it with what you think it is, and just be one of them dudes who just sings the incorrect lyrics all the time. That's basically what I'm saying. Cool, that was Skull Nirvana. I assume he was saying no recess. Matches with the title of the tune, right? Let's keep it moving. We got a live song coming up next, which I don't want no live songs on a record, to be honest with you. I'm quite upset by it, but, well, we're going to go through it. This one's Love Buzz, which I read in the first comment that this is a cover song, all right? So, not only is it live, it's a cover song. There's King of the Pit TV. This is Love Buzz live at Pine Street Theatre. I don't really want to be listening to live songs on albums, to be honest with you. I'm just not pleased by it generally. But let's check it out. This is supposed to be a cover, and I know that just because someone commented it on Blue. Let's go. Who did the original? Yo, I'm listening to the full album right now. I made it a mission to find the Amsterdam guy in every comment section. I'm giving that a thumbs up because I read that dude's comment on the last video. Let's see if we can find him. And let's see if we can find out who did the original. Linkin Park was putting out the same... Linkin Park were after this, right? Linkin Park were putting out records in the early 90s. Surely not. There he is. 4 comments. Stark Webb says, what? I saw the same comment of Floyd the Barber. Who are you? Yes! Singer of the song Enchanter of the Throng says, I fucking like this guy. I'm giving you a thumbs up. Come on. Let's go. I'm going to see who did the original. Who originally did Love Buzz? Right. Love Buzz. Original. Who originally sang Love Buzz? By a Dutch rock band, Shocking Blue, alright? It was on the group's 1969 album. I mean, I don't really know what I'm going to comment throughout this, people, because it's a live cover. Like, shall we just bypass it? I want to. It is nice to hear the live experience though. Harmonic minor, by the way, the Egyptian sounding guitar key. Or music key, should I say. I'm a guitarist. I mean, our bass line's groovy as hell. They were a tight band. They were a tight band. I mean, they have this aura about them that they are just sort of like a garage rock band and they're going to fall apart at any point. But they are tighter than your average band, definitely. That feedback is crazy, isn't it? Right, that was Love Buzz Live. I got no to comment on. It's not a Nirvana original, it's live record. We've got Paper Cuts coming up next, people. Let's keep it moving. Desmondo, KOTP TV signing, and this one's entitled Paper Cuts by a band you might be aware of called Nirvana. We're listening to Bleach from start to finish. There's only one way to go, and that's onwards, forwards, Lego. Not sponsored by Paco Rabanne, by the way. Come on. More Morbid Angel. A lot of Alice in Chains references in the comment, and then Johnny Hart says this sounds like a Slayer song. I found the Amsterdam guy again. Let's read his responses. Why are you on every Bleach video? He's reliving his teenage angst all over again. Don't ask why, just support. This singer of the song, Enchanter of the Throng, is like deeply deep Boy's biggest fan. Floyd says, is this Floyd the Barber? That's a blag, innit? That's that Alice in Chains right there, innit? This riff-wise, guitar-wise, is incredibly metal. It's a really metal tune, this one. Moment, people. Yo. Sorry about that. I had to take a phone call, people. Here we go. It sounds a little bit like Opeth, you know. These guitars are metal as hell. That was Paper Cuts by Nirvana. Bruh, quite long at 4 minutes 7, eh? The songs are getting longer as we get through the record. We got Negative Creep coming up next. Hold on to... Yo, you know what we're doing. Des at King of the Pit TV, KOTP TV signing in. This is Bleach track 7 of 13. You can access all the full album listens via the link in the description. This one is entitled Negative Creep. Come on. Come on. The vocal line's pretty punk, innit? Pretty punk vocal. Like a thrash metal riff. Back in it. I mean, you can tell Nirvana had such a wealth of different influences from separate genres to create such a varied yet cohesive record. You know what I mean? I mean, it's not random. These songs aren't just like, oh, there's a random song, there's a random song. It all makes sense. It's all Nirvana. but there's so many different ideas and concepts behind the riffs, the drum beats, and so on and so forth. Yeah, that boom, 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 boom. Are we sliding into it? Plaintiff Sex says, please God, make me a negative creep more than ever. What does that even mean? I mean, I thought it was Dave Grohl and all these recordings. This dude is a good drummer. This dude's as good a drummer as what Grohl was, right? Why does nobody speak on the original drummer of Nirvana? What happened to him? Kurt Cobain listed as the only writer on the tune. Right, let's keep it moving. We got Scoff coming up next. I mean, I don't even know what's going to be going on. This is 4 minutes 11. I don't know what to expect anymore. Dez, King of the Pit TV signing in. This is Scoff by Nirvana. Track 8 of 13. We're listening to Bleach. Come on. 5 tunes to go. So, people always refer to Nirvana as like grunge. This is the grunge band, right? But this is such a different sound to the Alice in Chains and the Pearl Jams. And is Pearl Jam grunge? You know what I mean? Stuff like that. This is a completely different sound. There's such a broad spectrum of what grunge is. Could somebody tell me what grunge is? Is it just bands from a particular period playing garage rock music? What's going on? Give me back my alcohol. Abe says this track is so unpopular and bizarre between the other tracks in Bleach, whilst it's so great, really underrated. Do you think? I guess your musical taste is awesome. Congrats. I reckon there might be a guitar solo in this one. Do you think this band was that good? And I know that's a bold question to ask, but the riff isn't do 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 do. And we tend to have two main riffs in each song. The main riff, and then the chorus, if not bridging riff, before going back into the other riff. With Kurt Cobain doing his thing. The production value is good, which definitely helps sell the sound a little bit more. But as a band, they're definitely tight because we found that out during the live recording. But as a band, like, and does this just happen to be one of the many bands it could have been? Because there's a lot of bands out there just playing riffs like this, who has a frontman doing this, if not different stuff. Were Nirvana that good, is my question. The bass line not as pronounced as it was earlier in the record. You know what? I'd change that line so it says, in my eyes, I'm not lazy. In my face, it's not over. Like, it needs to be something that rhymes with lazy on that second line, because it just sounds so disjointed. I'm not a fan of that lyric. There's a real regressive aspect to a lot of Kurt's lyrics. A lot of as if he's acting to be a prepubescent child or a pubescent child in their early teens. You know, there's that youthful angst and rebellion in his lyrical content. So that was Scoff. That was an alright tune, to be honest with you. I mean, we were just riffing off of the same idea for the entirety of it, weren't we, really, for the most part. But it was a toe tapper, you know what I mean? It wasn't a bad riff. It didn't overstay its welcome, I'd say. So that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Let's keep it moving. We've got Swap Meet coming up next. Yes, now, bless now. Don't forget the rest now. Desert King of the Pit TV signing in. This one's entitled Swap Meet. We're listening to Bleach start to finish. This is track 9 of 13. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Come on. we still in drop C tuning? I like the production value on the ringing of the bell. Or what would you call it? Is it the ride cymbal actually? The ride cymbal during that, well, during this riff right now. The drum roll or the drum fill is really clean as well. The drumming's really good on this one. I thought that one was a bit of a drag. It was a bit of a drag. It was nothing special. It was the first one that made me consider this record not being amazing. Okay? Because otherwise, I've just been jamming through this record, but that one gave me room to think, and I was thinking, I didn't really enjoy it, to be honest with you. So let's continue on listening. We've got Mr. Mustache on now. Des, King of the Pit TV, signing in. This one's entitled Mr. Mustache. It's track 10 of 13. We're listening to Bleach, as you know. Let's go. I should put the volume on, shouldn't I? Let's go. It's wild because, as I found out only during this, Nirvana got 3 albums. When you see Smells Like Teen Spirit, the music video, you think this band is massive, they've got tons of hits and so forth. I've never heard anybody ever talk about any songs on this record, aside from one about a girl. But I don't know if that's because I am biased, because I was aware of that beforehand, and I'm just sort of projecting my own understanding onto that statement. But other than that, I hadn't heard anybody ever reference this as far as pop culture goes. Was Nirvana the brand? Was Kurt Cobain larger than Nirvana the music? Was Nirvana the music actually that popular? Is it that popular? What do you think? Nirvana is punk, not grunge, says Van Damme Sanchez. More grunge than punk, says Obrigado Lutiro. And Schism People says 9 Inch Nails is better than all them dudes. He commented on the last one as well, talking about 9 Inch Nails being best. This is a good tune. This might be one of my favourites on the record. This is a good tune. We've hit that verse 3 times in 2 minutes. I like this bit. I like the chord progression. And I like that. His scream always comes in near the end. Bass guitar sounds clunky as hell. That was good. That was Mr. Mustache. Yeah, Mr. Mustache was a good tune. I'm going to go as far as saying that was my favourite on the record. That was my favourite on the record. I like the riff. I think it was kooky. It had a good character to it. It's quirky. That was good. I like the bridging section. That was good. And next we've got Sifting, which may be the longest track on the record at 5 minutes and 23 seconds. So let's go. We've got a bit of... Yes Now, Bless Now. King of the Pit TV, Dez signing in. We're listening to Bleach. This is track 11 of 13. It's entitled Sifting. Yo, I've got a little question for you in the comments section, yeah? I'll give you 10 Dez points if you can tell me where this line is from. Mr. Sifter sold me songs when I was 17. Let me know. This is Sifting. Come on. Big racket outside. Let's go. This will always be Light Dark Light's favourite Nirvana album. 9 months ago, Kurt Cobain would have been 55 years old, alright? Seeing some Metallica effect on it, says Joy. This could be a Melvin song. I never listened to the Melvins, should I? If Kurt Cobain is a legend, why Lil Jon not? Alright, let's read the comments to that. Lil Jon is a living legend and Kurt Cobain is an immortal legend. Who TF is Lil Jon? Floyd asking if this is Floyd the Barber on every tune. K says yes. Current 93 says yes. Guanco G Bassett says oh definitely. So we're listening to Floyd the Barber currently. I know we're not. not going to lie, this is a boring one so far. Have you heard the reference to the teacher? I said earlier, Kurt Cobain's lyricism portrays youth a lot. He speaks from his younger self or from a global youth, you know? I can't hear that Metallica influence, by the way. Yeah, I was just thinking, right? Do you know conspiracy theories and stuff? It's funny how conspiracy theorists do have a theory and so forth for each sort of large-scale event. But the idea of these rock stars passing away never really get questioned because Kurt Cobain died of suicide. And we can... I suppose there is a conspiracy theory that his partner at the time did it, right? But there's never like a government conspiracy because... Jimi Hendrix was, you know, through music, promoting community and love. People who liked Hendrix would get together and listen to his music. Same with Kurt Cobain and stuff. I don't know why the conspiracy theorists never refer to the deaths of these rock stars in relation to the government feeling they were having a little bit too much power, you know? They killed Michael Jackson, by the way. Is that a bass line, dude? That bass line, I thought it was the vocal line. Let me just check the lyrics, by the way. Let's just have a quick scan through them. Afraid to grade, wouldn't it be fun? Cross says floss, wouldn't it be fun? Wet your bed, wouldn't it be fun? Sun felt numb, wouldn't it be fun? Your eyes, teacher said, your eyes, teacher said, your eyes, teacher said, the preacher said, don't have nothing for you. Spell the smell, wouldn't it be fun? Search for a treasure. Yeah, what do you think of the lyrics? I feel the way they're laid out is very good. The way they are structured is good. As for lyrical content, don't appeal to me. Good structure though. That feedback just shaking its way in. Yeah, personally, I found that track a little bit uninspired and uninspiring. I didn't think too much to it. That was Sifting by Nirvana. Next, we've got Big Cheese, all right? Let's keep it moving. Dez, King of the Pit TV, signing in. This one's entitled Big Cheese, track 12 or 13. We're finalising the Bleach record. I will give a rating of this album after we have listened, all right? So shout out to all the Nirvana heads. This one's called Big Cheese. Right, let's go. It's just one of those days. Almost sounds like the line has been played backwards on the end of the, what do you call it, stanza? Is that Kurt on the actual... Back, straight back. Is that Kurt? Is that Kurt or another member of the band? Krista's got writing credits on this alongside Kurt, so it's Christ Novoselic. It has to be. Homer Simpson in the mix there. Homer Simpson. Quite a metal drum beat there. A lot of single line picking from Nirvana. A lot of like verging on groovy riffs. You know what I mean? There's a groove element to it. These single pick, boom, ba ba. We hear that through a lot of these tunes. Not your traditional style of power chord plugin. That was Big Cheese by Nirvana. It was alright. It was an alright tune. It was an alright tune. By this time, I just want to get through the record, to be honest. So let's finish it. We got Downer at 1 minute 43. It's a good song length for me. Let's keep it moving. Dez, King of the Pit TV, signing in and signing out. This is the last track of Bleach. It's entitled Downer. It's a short one at 1 minute 43 seconds, or 42 seconds, should I say. I'm looking forward to it. You can access all my live album listens from start to finish before I upload them anywhere else. Link is in the description. Support me like I support music. This is Downer, Nirvana. Come on. Come on. Abe says this is Fecal Matter, not Nirvana, just saying. Nope, this is Nirvana. The song you're talking of is way different. This is the later version from that song. I meant his style of singing, the tempo, the lyric, all belongs to Kurt's mid-80s era. I'm sure this song has been written back then. Okay. There we go. One of Kurt's earlier pieces, perhaps. I like this style. I like this style better, to be honest. That kick drum is just piercing through the mix. Right, that was Downer by Nirvana. So we've just listened to Bleach from start to finish. Let me give you a rating and a quick review. I want to give this album a relatively high score because it is Nirvana. And I know they've definitely got a team of screaming individuals behind them. But to me, it wasn't that spectacular. It doesn't appeal to my tastes. I think it was... I want to say unique, but I don't even find it that unique. I think there's a broad range of influence within this record, and they managed to make it work without making it sound disjointed, and I will give that to them. All right. I'm going to give the record... you're going to hate me. You're going to hate me. As always, I'm going to be critical. I'm going to give Bleach by Nirvana 4 out of 10. I'm going to give it 4 out of 10. The production's good. I'm not impressed by the craft. The band is definitely tight, okay? The band has practiced and gelled well together. And I'm not saying that purely because of the production and the engineering of the sound on the record, but from that live recording, you could tell that they work well together and they're a tight band, tighter than most, right? But this doesn't speak to me. The record doesn't speak to me. The sound doesn't speak to me. Maybe if I really got into Nirvana when I was younger, then I'd change my mind. But right now, nah. I'm not going to remember much of this. I'm not going to remember much of this. And for that, yeah, I'll stick with what I've given it. Anyway, I'm signing out, people. I will listen to more Nirvana. If this gets past copyright and all that, I will continue listening to Nirvana. Because if there's only 3 records, why the hell not? They're a massive band. I need to experience the full discography. So I'm signing out. One love. Thank you for watching. Shout out to the Nirvana heads out there. Shout out to the grungers. I love you lot.